Welcome to the farm. I want to see what I can do here on my 30 acres of land to make it a little bit more profitable and keep on farming. To start, I'm reimagining my land with a 1/4 acre of garlic. We're also going to head up to Colfax, Wisconsin for a closer look at Scottish Highlanders and unique cover crops for grazing. Then it's down for garlic seed and tremolo, and since we'll be in the area, I thought we'd stop by Ecker's Apple Orchard to pick up some apples. Gather with us around the farm table. I'm your host, Inga Witcher.
Good morning, girls. I'm Inga, and I love everything about farming. Midwestern farms are a bounty of good food made by good people.
I love being able to travel, to search out good ingredients.
Cooking is all about what's seasonal, what's fresh. Every day can be filled with good food, good friends, and a beautiful herd of cows. Welcome to the farm.
Good girl.
Garlic is not only one of my favorite ingredients, it's something I've been wanting to grow here at the farm for years. When I decided to transition this field from cow pasture into a garlic field, the first thing we did was start liming the soil and tilling everything up. And then I hauled up loads and loads of compost. Garlic, like most things, likes really good soil and fertile soil, so it was important to have that compost added into the soil. The next thing we did is I had my neighbor come through and shape up the beds with a bed shaper. It gives us a nice loamy bed to plant that garlic in. Garlic doesn't like wet feet, so we wanted to bring it up from the ground so that it doesn't have to sit in wet in case we have a ton of rain in the coming year. The first thing you do when you plant your garlic, separate the cloves from the bulb, and that's time-consuming and hard. Once you have the clove separated, you plant your garlic about 10 inches apart from each other in your beds, and then you want to put it in 6 inches deep. And I've got my piece of tape on my planter here. So I'm going to go into 6 inches, and then I simply just plug that right into the ground, getting a good soil to seed contact, and cover that up. And later on, when the guys get here, we'll get everything mulched and the rest of the garlic planted. But in the meantime, let's go find some ingredients for supper.
Chad, how are you doing?
Hey, Inga, how's it going?
Good. This is a nice looking group of Scottish Highlanders.
Well, thank you.
What is the characteristics of the Scottish Highlander?
Some of the characteristics are that you can see their hair and their horns.
They're adorable cows.
Yeah, and then also they're known for their temperament. They're a fairly docile breed. They do well on pastures.
I haven't been in a group of beef cows a whole lot that just kind of come around and want to say hi.
Yep, they'll just kind of watch you and just do their thing and continue grazing.
How's the meat?
The meat tends to be very tender because they are a slower growing breed.
Okay.
And they are also lower in cholesterol than other breeds of
really?
cattle.
Why is that?
The main reason for that they're lower in cholesterol is because of their long hair. They don't need all the back fat.
Oh,
so they're
right.
just more naturally low in fat.
That's great. I love that. Now, how many cows do you have here?
Right now we're right around 30.
Okay, that's a good number.
Yep.
And how many acres are you grazing?
Currently right now I have 40 acres that I'm grazing rotationally, so setting up fence every 2 to 3 days and moving them to new grass.
That's how I always did things at the farm. I think it's a wonderful way to raise animals, especially cows. I mean, they're designed to turn grass into milk and meat, and it's a nice way to fertilize your pastures and get the cows on and off.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Very low maintenance, and since both my wife and I work off the farm, it saves a lot of time.
So have you done anything here to improve the pastures?
Yes, right now we're working on trying out cover crops as a tool to use to rotation into reseeding the pastures.
What sorts of things have you been trying out so far?
This last summer we did a warm season mix with sorghum, Sudan grass, and millets, and we also threw in some turnips and clover as well.
Do they eat the turnips?
They actually do. They'll eat the leaves off first, and sometimes they'll actually pull the turnip out of the ground. They don't tend to eat the actual bulb of the turnip, but what happens is that the turnip will then decay and go right back into the ground.
Sure. Well, wonderful. Well, I'd love to see some of the cover crops. That's something that's interested me for a long time, so I'd love to have a look at it if you don't mind.
Yep, this way.